Hi, I'm Scott Ferrell. Welcome to this edition of What's Your Problem? Got an interesting topic today. Is this the laziest generation that's ever lived? Man, this past week I got earfuls from people. These kids don't know how to work. They're always just lazy. I can't get them to do anything, or I can't get anybody to work because nobody wants to work. All they want to do is have fun. And I was thinking, man, I should probably go ahead and buy Bermuda shorts, white knee socks, and some sandals and start chasing kids out of my yard now, right? So I'm gonna be a curmudgeon too. Or I can sit and go, is there anything valid to what people have been telling me? Well, on the surface, yeah. If you look around, if you look at millennial on down, there's a degree of laziness there that had never existed. But me doing behavior, you always have to sit and go, behavior's learned, behavior patterns are learned, and if someone is lazy or doesn't know how to work or doesn't want to show up for work or know how to show up on time for work, where did that come from? And I still say this. People go, where do these kids come from? I said, baby boomers. People don't like it when I answer that. They want me to blame the kids. And then I have to instruct people. Kids are kids. Kids ain't changed. Kids ain't going to change. Society's changed. Demands on people have changed. The way kids were raised have changed. But from a maturation schedule, again, I'm a Piagetian. My mentor taught me about developmental stages, and I'm staying with that. Developmental stages have not changed. The way kids can be taught have not changed. Different modalities, but tactile. You're either going to go through one of the five senses. What's changed? All right. So I ask people. All right. So if I'm going to establish is this the laziest generation that's ever lived, right? I have to ask parents. Okay, what are you teaching your kids? Like for me as a kid, I learned how to sweep and clean and put my toys away as soon as I could pick things up. I learned how to clean house, do the laundry. I knew how to do those things prior to going to school, as most of my friends, right? Let's look at it today. I'll ask parents, what are the chores your kids have and how long do they have to do them and are they age appropriate? The funny thing was, I didn't have one parent tell me their kids had chores. Wait, back up. Let me reel that back in. Pardon me? No, I haven't assigned those. We do them. Pardon again? So I'm like, all right, is this really the laziest generation ever? Or is this the most uninstructed generation ever? Here's the thing. If you want your kids to be able to do it or want to be hired or be successful, these are behaviors you're going to have to teach them. All right, how did I learn how to clean? Well, I had great aunts and my grandparents on both sides, and my mom and dad, and people that took care of me or babysitted me, and they taught me what to do. I would have never known how to do it. Like my Aunt Juanita taught me how to tie my shoes. All right, what happens if she's not there? Well, somebody else would have. Who taught me my times tables? Who taught me how to wash dishes? Who taught me how to clean? I had to be taught. A lot of kids can't cook, can't clean, don't want to clean bathrooms, don't know how to clean their own room, which translates into when they get to school, why should I do my homework? Why should I bother with this? Am I ever have to do this? I don't have to do this at home. They feel like everybody's their servant because mom and dad are cleaning up after them. I don't know why I have to do this. And then we wonder why, when they get to the workforce, why they don't want to do anything. And why kids, now I think the number one addiction listed was no longer drugs, I think it's video games. When all you're allowed to do is seek leisure or seek pleasure, you're not going to want to seek pain. You're not want to put some effort into something. You're not going to understand why you've got to do this. It's like with school. When I left, I used to be a high school teacher. They were starting to allow kids to take tests as many times as they needed to take them to pass. That ain't how life works, and I was never for it, and thus one of the reasons why I left education. But we are teaching these kids how to not be successful, how to not work hard, how to not achieve something. There's something great about being able to do your chores and do them well. And I always taught our kids, if you're going to do something, do it well. If you're not going to do it well, don't do it. Well, in our house, she didn't have a whole lot of choice on doing the chores. And our son has since thanked us for that because he's got an amazing work ethic and he does everything excellently. And I did the same thing. My grandpas, my grandmas, my mom, dad, everybody, my aunts, everybody around me taught me how to do it right. Our neighbors, we worked for one of our neighbors when I was a kid. He was a gruff old guy, but we all loved him. and we'd have done anything for him. And around my neighborhood, we came from the country. So if somebody had a task to do, it's like if one person had to mow the grass before we could play baseball, we all mowed it because he was holding up our baseball game. Or somebody had to feed their cows or chickens or whatever. It was everybody's job because we can't play till we do it. Now it's pleasure seeking. And again, I ain't blaming the kids, I'm blaming the adults. If all the parents do is seek pleasure and all the parents do is seek fun or a lack of responsibility, the kids are going to mirror that. It's like as a teacher, I could always tell if I'd met the kid, I'd met the parents. And if I'd met the parents, I'd met the child. It's still true. It is true. Your kindergarten teacher can tell you the success you're probably going to have throughout your life unless you change your human programming. That's a true statement. Same thing here. If I've seen the kid walk in and I've got to interview the kid and we've gone through this, then I've met the parents or the lack of parenting. So is this really the laziest generation in history? From an external standpoint, if you're just monitoring behavior, the answer would be yes. Is this the most lazy generation that's being totally created that could change? Absolutely yes. If we keep going down this path of no responsibility or the external world's responsible for my responsibility, then we're not going to have much of a world left. The greatest thing you can do is teach your kids discipline, self-discipline, monitor through you, so you've got to have self-discipline, and give them jobs to do so they can build. How do you build self-esteem? Self-discipline, a job well done, being able to do things. Remember, your kids are going to want to get married one day. Nobody wants to marry the lost boys or the lost girls, right? The kids that never grow up, the kids that don't know how to do anything, they can't cook, clean, take care of themselves, can't provide for their families. Nobody wants that person. Now, lately, we've seen people cohabitate that were both those things, and they starve to death. So you don't want your kid to be that. So you want grandkids one day who are responsible, that aren't dumped at your doorstep for you to take care of them, but you can't get mad when your grandkids are dropped off to you when you didn't teach your kids anything. So again, I'm the guy that will always blame the adults, not the kids. Now, once you're 18, or if you do something wrong or you break the law, you're going to jail, period. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if a kid doesn't know how to do something, I'm going to have to look at the adults that didn't teach him. All right, so that's my soapbox for today. Thanks for joining us. Now, do me a favor, like this, share this. If you know, somebody always goes, I know somebody I need to share this with. It's never them, right? It's never you. I know, it's never us. It's always somebody else I know or a family member. But like and share. It helps us go up in the ratings, and I'm going to be dropping a video 1 or 2 times a week now. I'm back in the swing of things. I'm healthy enough to do this now, so you'll see me a lot more. And feel free to send me your questions if you've got something you want answered. ScotFerrell.com is how you reach me. It's ScotFerrell.com. All right, I'm signing off. I'll see you next time.